Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Kyra. Thank you so much, so much for tuning in. If you are new here, you know what to do. Subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like it, if you love it. Leave a comment, you know, all that. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. I'll throw that around here somewhere. Today we are going to be talking about me moving to LA. I'm sitting outside again, so if it's loud I apologize, but it's so nice out here, so it's just kind of like, why not, you know? Yeah, so today is actually the 1 month anniversary of me moving to Los Angeles. I moved here on I'm kind of lying. I moved here on August 11th, but moving day, my apartment on campus was August 12th. Today is September 12th. So for those of you who don't know, I moved from Jersey, East Coast, West Coast. Argue with your mom, I don't know. But yeah, I moved from Jersey over to the West Coast, to Los Angeles, California, to get my master's at the University of Southern California, Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism. So I'm getting my master's in digital social media. I'm gonna be out here for like a year and a half, and I've been here for a month, so I figured it was about time, you know. I, one, updated some of y'all who may not know, and two, kind of just let y'all know how this transition has been so far. If you're thinking about moving to LA, if you're thinking about going to school out here, also let me know if anybody wants me to do any more detailed videos about my application process to grad school. My application process to grad school, and just you know, what I got going on, then holla at me. So what do y'all want to know? What do y'all want to know? I've been here for about a month, and it has truly been an interesting experience. I watched so many YouTube videos before I moved here about like pros and cons of moving to LA, thinking that you know, I could base how my experience is going to be off other people's experience. And word to the wise, if any of you are considering moving to LA, or moving anywhere for that matter, everybody's experience is unique. So you can watch my story, and you know, I'll definitely let you guys know my thoughts, and hopefully that will maybe help you make your decision. However, ultimately, once you physically get in this predicament, it's gonna be a different vibe, you know. Everybody's different, and so I don't want y'all to be like banking on what I'm saying and just taking what I'm saying for what I'm going. Sometimes the best way to learn, the only way to get your feet wet, is to jump in the water. So I mean, so like I said, I've been in LA for about a month. It's been cool. It's been an interesting process. I didn't anticipate a lot of the feelings that I was going to experience. I've been really homesick. I've been having kind of like anxiety. I've been going through it a little bit, not gonna lie. I have my days, but I'm super blessed to be in this predicament. I'm super blessed to even be able to move across the country to LA and be able to do what I'm doing. So I think that it definitely balances. I think it's also important to note for anybody, just in a general sense, that growth is uncomfortable, and that's something that, you know, I've practiced and prayed on, and something that I really have taken into consideration. It's uncomfortable, it hurts, it's ugly, and so the only way for you to grow is to go through it, you know. If it's comfortable, you ain't growing, for real. So just keeping that in mind. You know, I have my days, but I also have really good days. I'm starting to do a lot of things out here, so it's definitely the pros outweigh the cons. The weather is hot as hell, quite frankly. Haven't seen not a drop of rain, not a humidity, no type of climate at all besides hot. It's like 90 degrees every day. It's beautiful though. Like selfie lighting is unreal. It's very pretty out here. Palm trees. It feels like vacation. Like it feels like you live in a vacation spot, which I don't really know how I feel about that, but we'll get to that a little bit later. I live on campus because trying to find an apartment when I live in Jersey, and I had only visited LA for 2 days before I moved here, so trying to find an apartment off campus just wasn't feasible because I don't know the area. So you can look at a place online, but it's not feasible for me personally. What I can tell you though, from the apartments that I did look at, from people in my cohort that, you know, live off campus, or just a few people that I know, it is expensive as hell to live here. I know if you're watching this video, if you're watching this video and you think about moving to LA, I promise you, everybody's video you're gonna watch is probably gonna say the same thing, and I'm not joking. The cost of living here is so high. Granted, minimum wage here is much higher. I don't know how much it is, don't get me to lying, but I do know that minimum wage here is higher, so it definitely outweighs it not outweighs, but it definitely does, you know, kind of balance out. But I went to the grocery store, Ralph's, one of my first days here, to get like lunch meat and stuff. It was $7.99 for a pound of cheese. I said, what is this? Like, does the sandwich come with it? I was like, what? Like, gas out here at home, gas was like $2.50-ish, somewhere around there. Gas is a solid $1 more at the very least, and I have to put plus gas in my car, so I be looking at like $4 for a gallon of gas, and it hurts. It really does. I think in terms of traveling out here, so you can get on the metros, you can get on a train or the bus. I have my car. I got my car shipped over here, so I haven't had to deal with public transportation at all, really, so I can't speak to that. But I do know that I see it like on my campus, and I see it around the town. There is a lot of public transportation. What I will say is Los Angeles is very city-like. Side note, I'm from the suburbs, like the suburbs of the suburbs of the suburbs of the suburbs. It's real city-like out here, but it's interesting. I think the thing that stands out to me distinctly with LA in comparison to the cities near me, which is Philly and New York, LA is very city-like in terms of not being able to find parking. It's a whole lot of traffic, you know, like one-way streets, congested. But the thing is, everything is spread out here. Like, it takes a cool, like, if I put it in a GPS right now to go somewhere that's 2 miles away from my house, it'll be like 18-20 minutes, which is, don't make no sense to me, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. Moving to LA, people are in no rush here. From the East Coast especially, in my personal opinion, everything moves a lot slower over here. That's just something to keep in mind, whether you're going to be driving or whether you're going to be taking like public transportation. It is going to take you longer to get from point A to point B, maybe than it would have taken you like wherever you live at, because like I said, everything is far from each other. So I think that's the weird thing. It's not like buildings are like in certain areas in downtown and stuff like that, but in other areas it's not like stuff is stacked on top of each other. Like if you were to walk, it's going to be a nice walk from point A to point B. The homeless epidemic, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. The homeless epidemic out here, out of this world. Like nothing I've ever seen in my life. You know, it's a lot out here. I think a lot of people talk about the safety in LA. I personally, like I said, I've only been here for a month. I haven't felt unsafe. I am very aware though. Naturally, I'm always aware of my surroundings and what's going on, as anybody should be. So I mean, that's not, you know, like that's not too much of an issue, but it's different out here. It's definitely different, and the West Coast vibe in comparison to the East Coast is completely different. Something that I did want to mention to y'all that I actually talked to some people in my cohort about: city never sleeps. I think that Los Angeles has this like utopian effect. Like people think, and I was one of these people, that it's like this magic city that you gonna move out here and everything that glitters is gold. No. I mean, I can only speak on my experience. I think, you know, like I said, it depends on the person that you come across and really what you came out here for. However, there's this perception that LA is like this perfect city, like you move here and you get the magic key to success or whatever the case may be. Yes, you're absolutely going to have access to opportunities at your fingertips, but you still got to work for them. For every, you know, asset that they have here and amazing resource that they have here, it's a lot of stuff that is like, I definitely didn't prepare for that. I did not anticipate, nor did I prepare to move out here, and it hit me that like everything is not always as cracked up as it seems to be. And I know when I was watching videos about people moving to LA and they had like a little bit of negative feedback, I was like, no, like, you know, because you don't want to hear people crush your dreams. Like, you just don't want this vision and this dream that you built to feel like it might not play out that way, you know. I think that's just human nature. I can say, for me, Los Angeles is very pretty. It's a beautiful city. I'm not living here though. Just to put it plain.
Period. 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 Period.
When school is over with and when I finish my grad program, I'm going back to the East Coast. Of course, I've only been here for a month, so you know, maybe my perception will potentially change. But I have recognized that, like I said, everything that glitters ain't gold, but nothing here feels like home. So I think that for people moving to LA, you should really try to network and make connections with people prior to coming out here, because as many people as it is out here, this city can feel very lonely, especially if you moved from far away and you don't have family in reach. Like, if I wanted to go home, I would have to take a 6-hour plane ride. So you know, I don't really, you gotta ride it out. I'm gonna be spending Thanksgiving and holidays and stuff with over here and with the friends that I make and the friends that I'm going to continue to make. So I would say to help combat that homesickness or that loneliness feeling, just make sure that you network, you know, stack your bread up. It's going to be expensive. You're going to feel every day is not going to be a great day. I'm just going to be completely honest about that. Really understanding that and embracing it. It's really going to be what you make it, you know. I wouldn't change anything. I'm blessed to be in the predicament that I am and to be where I'm at, but I do think that prior to moving here, rather than focus on all of the highs, I should have took a tad bit more realistic approach, being prepared to not only move for one, but two, move into an environment that everybody is here chasing something. There's a hustle and bustle to this city, and you can feel it. Like, I don't even know how to put it into words, but you can feel it. It just motivates you to want to get up and get to work every day and do whatever it is that you came here to do, because best believe everybody is out here getting to the bag in some way, shape, or form. With anything, just being very particular about why it is that you came here and what it is, or why it is that you want to come here and what it is that you're looking to gain. Understanding that you get out what you put in. Don't move here with the expectation that LA is going to give you something. The resources are here, but you gotta go get them. LA ain't gonna give you nothing. If I'm being completely honest, that's just not how life works, you know. So I think just being mindful of that and just understanding that every day is not going to be perfect. That's pretty much what my experience has been thus far. Just 2 days ago, I had a whole mental breakdown. Some days I wake up and I feel like it's a cloud over me, and that's kind of described as homesickness from what I've researched and what I kind of understand. And it goes through waves, it goes through phases. I miss my friends, I miss my family, but right now I'm chasing a bag, so you know, they ain't going nowhere. I'll see y'all soon. Yeah, this has been a really eye-opening experience for me. Me moving all the way from Jersey to LA made me understand how strong I am, and also that it's okay to not be strong all the time. What I mean by that is it takes balls and courage to up and move across the country, and then you look around and you're nowhere near home, not a familiar face in sight. That shit is scary. To just be transparent about it, it's scary. And once you jump over the hurdle, it's like, oh, I can do it. Like, it's cool, you know. And I think that was my experience. Was at first you get here, I was going through the motions, and it starts to hit you like, girl, you done moved across the country. What the hell was you thinking? And now it's like, I got it, you know. Take it day by day. Every day is not going to be great. Like I said, you get out what you put in. So I do hope that my experience can be of help to somebody else, because like I said, I think that I really had an expectation, like a utopian expectation. I expected this to be like Atlantis or something, and then you get here, it's just another area. It's cool, it's becoming comfortable, it's becoming a nice place to stay, but it's not home. yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on my first month here. I'm definitely excited as school progresses and as my business endeavors progress and as I just grow as a person. I'm excited to see where my journey continues to go and how my story unfolds, and I would love to share that with y'all, and I'm going to bring you guys along the way. But yeah, I definitely just wanted to let y'all know about what it's been like so far, my thoughts. And I will save the school stuff, like the USC stuff, for a separate video. I am going to make a video talking about my application experience here and just kind of like, you know, what I got going on. But yeah, so that's really it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I promise y'all that I'm going to be uploading regularly and consistently. I really want to build this YouTube family up, so make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. I'm looking forward to it. I'm super excited, and I can't wait to just grow this family here and be able to bring y'all along on the journey with me. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys are still here, 1, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you made it to the end, and 2, make sure that y'all follow me on social media so you can stay up with me on the day-to-day, and let me know what you guys want to see. This is a mutually beneficial relationship, you know, so I'm here to help you guys, and I'm also here for y'all to help me. So just making sure that if it's anything you want to see or stuff that you would like to have covered, that you are sharing that experience. Thanks so much, guys, and that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say. I will see you in the next video.